This video is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, where you can find cool stuff in stock.
Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and today in the arena, we are going to examine that which must be banned. Ban this thing. Oh my freaking goodness. 4-color Omnath. It's like the only deck, man. There was an SCG event where this deck was something like 19 of the top 21 decks at one point in the standings. This deck is over 40% of the meta in the Red Bull Untapped qualifier from Japan, and the winner of the Red Bull Untapped qualifier from Japan, Kotaro Ishibashi. Probably messed that up somehow, but you know. He played this deck, which is a Omnath deck without the crab win con, which is what I featured on this channel before, with main deck Mystical Disputes to counter the opponent's Omnaths and Genesis Ultimatums in the mirror. Terror of the Peaks as a win con. And, I mean, here is your champion high roller of the Omnath. Will this deck be banned by the time you are watching this? It's possible. Wizards has hinted to changing the format, doing something to the format early, whatever that means, next week. But let's make the case for why it needs to be banned. When I showed you the version that landfall triggers with a bunch of crabs and mills people out, and it was kind of memey, but also insanely powerful, that was just a first draft. There's a lot of ways to build this deck, and a lot of win cons, and a lot of things you can do with it. You can play a bunch of negates and mystical disputes to dominate the mirror. You can run a bunch of removal to slow the opponent down. If we get into the sideboard, there's 4 confounding conundrums, so you can use anti-ramp strats in your ramp deck. You can have 4 Thundering Rebukes to kill all kinds of opposing Omnaths and creatures. And you can run Bonecrusher Giant, which slows down aggro decks, and Kenrith the Return King, which is just a pile of value. I'm going to do some best of 1 boarding here because best of 1 is still mostly an aggressive format, which means Mystical Dispute is a little bit worse, but if we played against nothing but Omnath, we would really want these back. And Ugin is a bit slow, so taking those out, you're welcome to put them back in. I think, you know what, maybe we'll just go with a hodgepodge of all kinds of fun stuff, huh? We'll just run some Bonecrushers there, or will we run Thundering Rebuke? Let's try the Rebuke. Let's try the Rebuke. Bonecrusher Giant doesn't hit a lot of the threats out of Gruul, and the other one is Mono Green. But there's still some Love-Struck Beasts that we have to worry about. But I like getting the Kenriths in there and just getting some removal to slow the opponent down. And the Ugin should probably come out for best of 1, but we're going to leave him in. See if he costs me a few games of Magic. And then otherwise, we're going to roll. So let's see if this deck still needs to be banned in best of 1, where the meta is aggro, 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 aggro. Let's dive in and let the nonsense begin. All right, let's hang on to this hand. We're missing white again, but this time we have a Cultivate. We also don't have an Omnath yet. So some things could go wrong, but we have the Hazard for the first thing that they play. We've got Uro, we've got Escape. We're on the play. We have to mute this puppy because it bothers me. Yep. 2 straight mono reds in a row to open our day. See if we can triumph over evil with our pile of evil. Let's take this one. If our opponent follows up with a Rimrock Knight, we'd want to kill it. No? Okay. Another Hazard. Well, we can put the Passage on the battlefield if we want to. We can fetch a red and Hazard. So that might be better than a Cultivate here. But then we may not have the mana next turn for Escape. So let's go for the Cultivate now. We can also get a white source. So blue on the battlefield. We'll put, or would we put white on the battlefield in case we draw Omnath? Yeah, we want to gain life as quickly as possible against red. This is 4 cards for the graveyard and trying to set up getting Uro back, which we'll have to keep in mind as Embercleave is quickly going to approach. Genesis Ultimatum off the top. Alright, let's escape right now. Try to get the deck cooking. We could play the tapped land or we could keep Hazard open. I think the tapped land's better, so that we have a lot of mana available to do stuff with next turn. Oh, they tap out. Not leaving mana up for the Cobra. Okay, well, they're looking extremely strong. So let's get this going. I guess I should play this one if I'm going to play an Uro. We probably need to just give up on the escape to the wilds. Missing land drops here is pretty bad. We're on 4, this is 5. This can be 6, but we're not using it for anything. Alright, is this still a land drop, potentially? No. Okay, so we have 4 mana. How to use it? We can kill the Bone Crusher Giant, but we take a lot of damage doing that because it deals 2 to us and then another 2 from the Torbrand. So it would take 8 just to have that Bone Crusher Giant dead. And that's not good. We could go for another Uro. If we hit a Fabled Passage off the top, that's enough to bring an Uro back. I think that's it. Or we could just have this on the field. Something to try to trade with Torbrand. If they have Embercleave though, I think we lose. Okay. Interesting. Pass to attackers. How do I get them to... Get that dead. If they're going to play the cleave, they're going to have to tap out for it. We haven't played against a red deck in today that hasn't had cleave as soon as they had the creatures to attack with. So I would like a break from that, but I don't know if I'm going to receive one. Alright, so this is 14. Of course it is. Alright. There it goes. Alright, for my next trick, we have no lands to play, but we have an Uro to get back. And then we have another Uro to cast. We also have a Kenrith we could play and pump to 6, but we don't have a way to actually get the life from it. So you come out. If we hit a land, we don't want to put it onto the battlefield because we probably want to play the Cobra. Okay, no land. I guess I play another giant. Let the bodies hit the floor. Good choice. Like I said, this is 14. Crap. Crap. I mean, I don't know what that was slow rolled for, though. Okay, Bone Crusher Giant is trash against mono red too. This is confirmed. Now what do I do? I'm at 4. How do I get back up to enough? If I play Kenrith and block here, it's not good enough. I can make this a 6, but that won't do it. So we've got to draw into something nice. That's nice if we draw Fabled Passage. It's got to be Fabled Passage. Come on. Oh my goodness. Deck's stupid. Alright, make 5 mana here. No big deal or anything. So we could play the Cobra and the Giant or the Kenrith. The Kenrith is more toughness. And I'm sure the opponent is wondering, what is it gonna frickin' take? We also have Ultimatum mana next turn. Oh no! That's a lot of damage. Ugh. Here we go again. Did we kill the Giant? Killed the Giant. It's a frickin' miracle. Alright, so we could go for Genesis Ultimatum, but it's very risky. On the other hand, we can bring back Uro and hold up Bone Crusher Giant for the Phoenix of Ash when the opponent tries to equip it. Oh my goodness, how are we in this game? That Fabled Passage top deck was lit. Alright, I guess we're done for the turn. And if the opponent throws Embercleave on Phoenix of Ash, we respond with the Giant. I've been bad-mouthing the Giant, but this is your chance, buddy. This is your chance. It's a lot of mana put into nothing. And they say go. Okay, I think this is the only play now. Do we want to put this land? Yeah, it makes mana. Alright, blue, 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 red. Another blue setup, grab a red. Again. There they are. There they are. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that game happened. Embercleave, Torbrand, shrug. It's fine, this is fine. Turn 2 Cobra, keep. Swamp. The heck are you playing? Who plays Swamp? That's not a mountain, Hateful Eidolon. Well, that's gonna have to die. Bone Crusher Giant's a good draw, because I wouldn't even want to play the Cobra with an Eidolon on the field. Obviously, Serenade and Mono Black Hateful Eidolon deck, I've been seeing a good amount of it around, and it's got to do, like, it has to be because of Mono Red. Like, this deck is just here to prey on small creature decks. It doesn't do anything else particularly well, to be really honest. Alright, they might miss on the mill, so we let this resolve first. No, nope. Yeah, cards like Deadweight and Myra's Grasp are not good. Not good in a vacuum. We've got to get rid of the Eidolon because it draws a bunch of cards. And they're not good when I'm not playing creatures, but they are when the opponent plays a lot of cheap creatures. Then the cards are absolutely shiny. I think what we want to do is ramp into Escape to the Wilds. Passage. Passage we want to save. I guess having a red source on the field. Of course, if we have this on the field, we can fetch white if we draw the Omnath and then get 4 life right away. Alright, we'll play this. We didn't keep up the hazard, but we kept options open. We'll probably end up playing the hazard as a tap land in this game. That's obnoxious. So the opponent did put a clock together. We're going to need to draw Omnath. Each player discards a card, gladly discard the hazard. Ultimatum. I'm wondering if I should escape to the wilds here, but the opponent's also tapped out. We could go with Cobra into escape. There's another passage. And we have another land drop, so we get to keep going here. How do we want to use it? Part of me wants to get the other Cobra on the field and then get 2 mana for each land drop. But now we're out of land drops to hit. So we could just put out a 4/3, we could kill a token. We could also say go. We don't have to play this right now. This is the one that we already used, so we'd be casting this as a 4/3. We do have to do it now. If we don't do it now, we lose the mana in the mana pool. Man, this deck it always takes so much thinking, even though, you know, it's all like gravy, but I can see that's just super annoying to play against because I have to sit here thinking for so much time. Let's see if the opponent wants to discard here. They do. Okay. Give up the land. They're trying to shut us down. All right, these two are adventure zoned. Uro can come back. Triome and Pathway are options to play, but we can't play it off the Uro. Let's make a backup blue since we're going to use both our blue and both our green here. For whatever it's worth, I have tried playing this deck when I'm not paying very much attention, such as in front of the TV. You do have to play this deck well, and I know that's probably really annoying to some of you that I have to spend a lot of time thinking about these decisions, but you can lose the game if you mess some of this up. So we have Ultimatum next turn if we play Spikefield Hazard to make the mana. Uh-oh. Opponent might try to kill this Cobra. It depends what they have. Rankle coming in hot. And drawing. Okay, they're not going to kill the Cobra right now. I think that we discard the Cultivate and cast the Ultimatum. Discard and sacrifice. That means we're sacrificing Uro then. I don't want to sacrifice Uro. I'd rather give up the Cobra. And I could still draw a land off the top, but having an Uro on the field, the 3 life, the card, I think that's worth more than the Cobra right now. We might end up eventually giving up on the ultimatum anyway. Triome off the top. Fetch like this in case we draw Omnath. Three life card. I think we're casting a Bone Crusher Giant here. Don't have anything else to do with the turn. May as well get one of these onto the field. We already have a white source, so I'll pick this Triome instead of the Rogarin. It is one of the nutty things about this deck. The amount of... Basically, you get this free card draw. We don't want to discard the ultimatum, and we have the mana to cast it. I'm just going to hold these. Just in case they hit me with 2 discard effects somehow. Not sure exactly what it would be, but may as well be careful. But yeah, the strategy with the deck often is just to gain life. Gain enough life by doing Uro things and Omnath things that you can completely ignore. Completely ignore what the opponent's damage outputs. And we saw it even work against Embercleave and Torbran in kind of a ridiculous game last time. So the opponent wants to trade with this Triton. Let's get it... Well... Ooh, we can play a Cobra first. Let's just get the card. Let the trade happen here. Decline to put these on the field, though. I've got a plan. Gonna find other ways to put them onto the battlefield with Uro, and I'm going to do it after I play a Cobra. Oh, here we go. And the opponent has seen enough. This hand doesn't have a red source, and every single card is a long way off from casting, so it's a mulligan. Oh no. Oh, this hand isn't great either. 2 straight bad ultimatum draws, but it happens. Opponent's coming out with Gooses firing on the play. We're probably about 10% to win this game already. Let's start off by cracking one of these passages. We might find something to throw the hazard at. Maybe they go turn 2 Scoot Mob or something ridiculous. Red-green with Goose. Honk honk, what you got? How about a Lotus Cobra? You got one of those? I see you. I do hate the idea of having to use all my fabled passages getting tap lands. By the way, drawing the 3rd Genesis Ultimatum. I guess we shuffled, so it's not on the bottom anymore, but that's still... That's messed up. That's messed up. So we get the island here, so we have the option of green or white next turn. Our opponent has Rada. It looks like they're also being an Omnath deck, but we've at least slowed down their Cobra. Hopefully they have some awkward moments too. You see they've already got red, red, blue. No, red, red, green. Yeah, they also have Goose. Forest off the top, say go. Not exciting. On the bright side, similar to the deck I'm playing. I have been trying a version with Goose for Best of 1 because in Best of 1 the logic is that just going off first is the most important, and the life gain is not irrelevant either. And I like that version. It has no interaction whatsoever except for Spikefield Hazard, so basically Goose instead of Bone Crusher Giant. That version is good in Best of 1. It just goes harder. But, of course, if they disrupt it, you don't feel like you actually played. Let's see if the opponent can deal with the Omnath. If they're playing that version of the deck, I didn't put it out, but it was... Where'd I put it? I put it in the Cool Kids Club Discord, so maybe they grabbed it, or maybe they do their goose thing on their own. I'm just trying to figure out if they have interaction or not. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. Uh-huh. Doing the thing. They're going off. Make them stop. Too much power. Not gonna cast Genesis Ultimatum with that, though. No! Okay, interaction they had. Big brain. I think that means we lose. Okay, sack this, go fetch untapped land is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Might as well just do this and try to save this. We already have a white source, so I guess it's blue and green. Mana, that doesn't matter here. Free land, hype. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Not technically dead. Down to 1. Do you have... Or no, they didn't pump. Never mind. I thought they might pump the Rada, but they didn't. Interesting. And they leave mana up. So they have Genesis Ultimatum, and they need to make a food to cast it. Second Cobra. Pays for itself, right? As long as it doesn't die. Oh, come on! I got baited. I got baited hard. That's so scummy. It's fine. But it's so scummy. Alright, I'm still gonna Genesis Ultimatum out of rage. Fetch green, make blue. Fetch blue, make green. Come on, big hits. Big hits. That's freaking not good. Okay. Already played my land for the turn, so this is just... I could have killed the goose. Ah! Okay, I still can with the hazards, but it's not ideal. Like, I could have put the Bone Crusher into my hand and killed the goose and then played the Bone Crusher Giant. That would have been better. Significantly better. But this might keep them off the ultimatum. That was a bad ultimatum, though. In our time of need, ultimatum failed us. Let's see if the opponent can pull one off here. They come in with the Rada. Not offering a trade with the Omnath? Okay, they are. So this is a tricky one I've been thinking about, and I think what I am supposed to do is put the Cobra in front of the Rada to avoid lethal, and the Bone Crusher should trade with Omnath. But the opponent backs out of it, so easy block with the Bone Crusher. We can't take lethal from the Rada's activated ability to get +X/+X, where X is the number of lands you control. Would be swinging for 9, and the opponent says go. This must be all Genesis Ultimatums. Alright. Let's do it! Let's try again. Better. closer, warmer. No land, actually. All right, definitely these. Definitely this. No land means we won't have mana. We're going to have to top deck it. The Bone Crusher Giant can't really just hit anything, so we'll grab here. All right, land off the top for Muro, please. Denied. All right, we can use Kenrith to give some haste, give some beats. Can also gain life. I think the play is to go for another Uro. What a weird mix of cards we've had. There's a land. All right, put that onto the battlefield. We'll generate 3 total mana. We could give all creatures haste, play +1/+1 counter on something. Let's just make red and white available here. We could also gain life. I want the Bone Crusher Giant to block, so I think the Kenrith can attack. If we put a counter on the Giant, then the opponent has to activate the Rada to attack through it, which I think is worth it. Or we could put it here so that Spikefield Hazard doesn't kill the Kenrith. Yeah. If they had a Hazard, they probably would have targeted the Cobra, but the opponent played it weird last time, so they were very cheeky. Cards in graveyard, 11, so Uro can come back. Do they hit the untapped land that is the right land for Ultimatum? It's a green source. That's not it. Forest won't do it. They needed an island or an untapped blue. They've got Beanstalk. That will make mana. That Ultimatum's crap. They drew the Beanstalk Giant and it got them there. Let's see what they hit. Does it kill me? Bro? 4 damage from Omnath. No Cobra. Can they keep going? $29-9. How do we get out of this? Escape is, I think, a stop sign for the turn, but they have another Genesis Ultimatum queued up. But we have double Cobra. If they don't have a volley here, they're in huge trouble. Let's start with Uro. I definitely want the giant Uro body and the 3 life and the land drop. The land drop for free. It's one of the important things is to hit your land drop off Uro before you play your land drop for turn, because you might be able to get more out of it as you go. It's kind of weird. I don't know how to explain it perfectly, but it is a thing. Let's escape. There's an Omnath. Play the Omnath. Another escape. If I could escape. Alright, red, green. Mana. Red. We'll go blue, I guess. Escape. Another Genesis Ultimatum. Blue. We need another green. It's not there yet. And we can't hit another land drop here. So we have to escape again. Right? 1 mana off. Bringing back Uro to hit a land drop washes mana a little, but not a lot. Let's go with this. Fabled Passage. Let's check the deck. Still a Plains. Not really the land I even wanted, but it's there. So how do we play another Omnath and the land to support it? We can give this haste and that will sneak a land into the hand, but not from the exile area. We already made the mana with this Omnath. I really want to draw another land for this Uro. Okay, not there. I'm trying to activate this and I'm clicking on it, but nothing's happening. I think we broke the game. So I have to restart really quick. Cross your fingers. This is always a bit nerve-wracking when we're having an intense game. You hear the sound effects. No rope, huh? All right. All right, we have to grab the white. Make the mana. We need red mana here. Do I have the way to hit another? Actually, no, I don't have the land in hand. I can play the Uro, but I still don't have the land in hand. So let's go red. And let's go, I guess, green. Activate. The opponent could block and kill the Cobras. 6, 12, 16, 20. We're not going to kill them. I guess this could deal 4 if we get to keep going. So it is a bit of a trap. If they block and kill this, our turn's done for sure, but then they don't start their turn with an Omnath. Worth it. If they block nothing, we could just win. Alright, do it. No, we need the Cobras. We need the Cobras. We can't keep going and finish the job without them, and we don't get the land. Oof. I think that's gonna end up being game. We got up to 23, but I'm sure our opponent can figure out the kill. Oh, they let the Rada go? They do have a spare. I don't know if they can give it haste. Alright, sign up for whatever the opponent's got for us. We have 8 cards left in our library. We have Kenrith on the field. We have an opponent at 12. We've got 1,000,000 lands. We've got Uros all over the place. We've got all these cards in exile for next turn. Look at the land! So these are the... And our opponent plays Ugin. Well, I think we still have another Kenrith, don't we? We do. We still have another Kenrith. Let's see what the opponent can do with the rest of their turn. They get another Genesis Ultimatum, I think. They didn't play a Cobra first. That's kind of whack. Doesn't matter. Hit it anyway, no problem. Easy game. Definitely don't want to play these tap lands. Those need to hang out. Don't come near me. I don't think escape is it. I think we need to ultimatum. God. How much more can they do here? They can make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, no land. No land. Okay. We draw a Cobra. So, Omnath. Not a Kenrith, thank you. Gosh, that would have been bad. Genesis Ultimatum. Come on, Kenrith. Yes. One card left in the deck. It's the Rada, right? They haven't taken my Rada from me? Okay, then we need to get it. So we bring out the Uro. Are we going to have the mana? Yeah, Cobra can do it. Bring out the Uro. Doesn't matter what we exile. Oh, it's a giant? Where's the Rada? Did I take the Rada out of the deck? We needed the Rada. This must be a build without one. Crap! Alright, Rada was going to help me go over the top, but we can probably still win. We just need to figure this out. We don't play another Uro, that's for dang sure. Oh no, if Uro attacks, we lose. Okay, so that can't happen. Every point could count here. So we do stomp your face, because everything will have trample, so going face is better. Play you. Are we out of land drops to hit? We are. Play another giant. Alright, everybody gains trample and haste. But don't attack with Uro, because the card draw trigger will kill us because we have no library. I didn't do the math. That's for the blockers. And the opponent says nope. And we win! On an empty deck! Holy crap! I'm gonna get Rada back in this deck. I miss Rada. We get to play some ramp with our ramp? Yes, yes, good. Save this to cycle. You know, every time I let one of these sit and plan to cycle it, I always regret it. So let's play our tapped land on turn 1 like we're supposed to. Black, blue, roguey rogue. You gotta kill for the snake. Lofty denial, good choice. Hopefully we can keep them on the back foot for a while, trying to react to our stuff. Of course, you don't have to react too much to a cultivate. Scavenger. It's a good one. It's a good one. I can't be sure that Omnath will live, but I definitely want to play it next turn, so I should fetch the white. I just always hate the planes because it slows down Genesis Ultimatum naturally, but that's so hard to do anyway. Yep, start the millin'. The millin' and the killin'. Where's Uro? 0 Uro located. Ow. And now the opponent holds up Drown in the Lock. There are 4 cards in the graveyard. In that case, we need to play a 5-cost card. So do we escape? get ourselves more resources, or do we Kenrith? Does feel like they need to kill the Kenrith. Can just gain so much life. Savage. Played around the wrong thing, everybody. The feels bads of Magic the Gathering. Down to 11. There you are. Okay, so if we play this, we still have mana afterwards if we want to Omnath. Or we could play to get the Uro back, which is better. No, I can't, right? I need blue, green. Yeah, I'm off of mana. Still, I think this is the play. There's Drown in the Lock. All right. I don't have any other plays for this turn, do I? That's rough. But next turn, the Uro Brigade can begin, and the opponent might be afraid to hit our graveyard right now because of the Uro. So we'll see. Opponent doesn't come up with the Rankle right there. They're thinking about whether or not to mill me. Which, one rogue that they play gets to 7. Oh, no. They're thinking about something else entirely. Zareth-san? Well, taking the Uro will just give it back to me, but you'll get 3 life in a card. Another blue. Okay. The bad news for them is that they tapped out. Maybe tapped out's the wrong expression, but oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right. Which mana do we need? Can we ultimatum here? We're going to get the 3 set. Let's do blue. Don't think we're quite going to have it. Green. Yeah, we're going to be off by 1, right? So we got green, green, blue, so we can bring back Uro. I guess I should be set up for another. No, red, red, white. There's no way I can play another Uro if I draw it. Let's just make another green. Graveyard empty. Opponent's like, but I did everything right. I did all the things. You did? You did. And then I did mine. The rogue, this is the Zareth-san problem. You move in for a card like Zareth-san instead of countering one more spell. And this is what ends up happening. Backup Scavenger, okay. I can't just cast the ultimatum. I do have to draw some cards. Yeah, they moved in on the mill. They've got 8 damage here. They went for it. They didn't get it. All right, down to 6. That's a land. Let's ultimatum. I think the odds are really good that we pull this off. So, we do need another red as well. Okay. There's the land. Oh, man. Let the party begin. Blue mana, another blue mana, another red. Another green, you know, ultimatum type stuff. Yeah, no, the usuals. I'll keep this one. Triggers. Free land drop. Free land drop. Deck is stupid. Ban this, please. So rogues can have a chance. What did the rogues ever do to hurt anyone ever? Nothing. And that's the problem. Magic's supposed to be a game of hurting each other. No, no. It's still happening. Alright, let's have a look at the deck. Thank you, MTG Assistant. Link in the description if you want to download a deck tracker and support the channel. 2 lands left, let's go get them so that we actually get use out of these Fable passages. You don't want to run out of land. They are at 35. 35's a lot. Can we still kill them? I guess I do have to be slightly concerned. 9 cards, huh? Nothing here mills me except for the Thieves Guild. Alright, more stuff. Alright, 2 cards left. Mana left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 8. And it also makes all this. So we'll go with red mana, because that's what we need to use for the most part here. I can draw a card and get another back and empty my graveyard, so this is smaller. Is that important? So all of these are smaller? There's 13 cards. If we can get rid of the lands, or we can get rid of the... I did forget to make black mana. I can't get anything back from the graveyard now because of that, which might have been a Kenrith thing. We might have needed all hands on deck. Oh well. This can't block, so it's not important. This has lifelink, so that's gotta go. We're gonna draw one more card and then have one more card to draw. 35's a lot. This is 10, 15, plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. I do feel like if I could get back one more thing, that would be nice. We've got the hazards. We used up all the red mana in the pool. I definitely mistapped somewhere. Wait. Can I not do this anymore? Fs? Well, that sucks. That was not cool. And I don't have a way to sneak another land. What's in the deck? It actually used up all the red mana in my pool. I should have been on full control to manually tap that stuff. Not good. Not good. I want to attack with this next turn. I don't want to attack with it this turn. Right now, the opponent's attack won't wreck me. I guess we can attack with it this turn, but it gets chump blocked, and that's why we want to bring it out next turn. So what are the other things I can do? I can draw, that's not great. I can gain life, that's okay. +1/+1 counters, that's fine. Okay. So we can attack with the Cobras. If the opponent blocks, we can pump them. If the opponent draws a rogue, I lose. Awesome. Awesome. See? Okay, so you have to remember, guys, full control. Full control when you do this stuff. You don't want to use the wrong mana. Alright, opponent, you have a rogue. Any rogue off the top will do. Also, just should have killed the Enforcer. I left them an out. I was trying to win this turn and I left them an out. I'm checking in on all my creatures. I don't know. It can't be as simple as slam a rogue. And it's a Blood Chief's Thirst for Omnath. Interesting. I would have picked the Kenrith for sure. But I can see my hand. I don't have any flyers. The opponent should attack with the Borrower, but they don't. And Escape to the Wilds off the top. That can get us another land drop if we want more mana. If we get back the Omnath, it draws a card, so that's not good. Let's play this. Trigger the Cobras, make black. Full control here. Get the Giant. We don't want to draw a card from the Omnath because we only have one card left and we need to attack with the Uro. So if we're only getting one creature back, we'll go ahead and pay with the black mana since we don't need it anymore. Spikefield Hazard, the Thieves Guild Enforcer. Spikefield Hazard, the Thieves Guild Enforcer. Make sure everybody gains Trample and Haste. One card left in the library. Going to draw a card from the Uro. Can use the mana from the Kenrith to pump everything else. Is this going to be a second empty library win in one video? How often do you guys see that? Never see that. Zerasan under the bus. Alright. Math is for blockers. Let's just pump the squad. Opponent thinks it's a good game, which is nice of them. You have a Hedron. Kenrith, you're looking so swole. Bro, you've been working out, King? Got there. Holy cow. It's too stressful. It's too stressful, okay? 2 empty library wins, misplays for days. Oh my goodness. And we are back for the post-game wrap-up, and this deck is nonsense. Actual ridiculous. And it's going to be banned. So, don't run out and craft all the pieces for the deck. What's going to be banned? Probably Uro. But if they don't ban Omnath, you should probably go craft Omnath because it's going to dominate until it is banned. And then someday you'll get the wildcards back. Without Uro, this deck is actually okay. Just run Dryad of Elysian Grove and you even cast your Genesis ultimatums easier, which is so nice. And a lot of the mana issues that you saw me having are just so much easier. But there's no timer. There's a rope, but there's no actual time limit in Best of Ones, so you can just kind of really try to dive in and play the deck well. As you saw, despite my best efforts, I still made a lot of mistakes, but the deck still crushed it. Speaking of which, Bonecrusher Giant, I think that's the answer in Best of One. I think that the Mystical Disputes need to stay in the board. I think cards like Terror of the Peaks and Ugin are fun, but a little too greedy and you don't need them. But there's so many things you can do with the deck, like run 1 Kenrith, 1 Terror, 1 Ugin, 1 Rada. An alignment like that covers a lot of different things, so it's not a bad thing to do. The core of the deck is really just this. something like this. The Cultivate is also pretty optional. I've seen people not running this and running other things. Dryad, Rada come to mind. But like really, if you have this and you have over 30 landish to put on the battlefield, then you figure out how to win, how you want to win, however you want. Heck, you can even play the crab. This deck is so insane. And yeah, something's getting banned. So by the time you watch this, video, something from this deck is probably getting the axe. So we're going to call our shot right now. And we're going to register it for that, you know, much, much down the road day when we're going to play a standard event with banned cards. So 500, choose your deck. Where'd it go? Ah, right there in front of me. Yep. Cannot change for the duration, but that's fine. We'll just let it sit there until people have forgotten how freaking broken this baby is. All right. Whew. By the time you watch this, something might already be banned from this, but I hope you enjoyed the video. It was very... I hope I showed why it needs to be banned, and I mean, where else are you going to get 2 games in one video of empty library wins? It's absolute nonsense. So, thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next video or at tomorrow's ban announcement on Twitch. Goodbye.